Hey, what is going on, good people? And welcome back to some more Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. So the title screen has changed now, we're on a new chapter. That's a nice little touch. Let's jump back in. So I haven't played this in about 2 weeks, but we're on a pretty crucial part of the case, right? I'll show you some evidence right now that proves I'm not guilty of this awful crime. Right, yeah, we just got accused of killing, what was his name? Kazuma, right? Yeah, I haven't played this in a while, but let's try and jump back in. Keep out. Papers. Ah, so he made that. Okay. Okay, I think we did look at that, didn't we? Yeah. Let's try this.
Yes!
Yes! You can't trick me with something irrelevant like that. Okay. I thought it'd be like, hey man, look, I'm a lawyer. Why would I do that? Oh. I better try and come up with something more convincing. Otherwise I get the feeling she'll throw me on the floor all over again. Okay, we're upside down. The way you're looking at me, I think perhaps I didn't throw you hard enough. No, it was definitely hard enough. Let me show you something else. I have to get her to believe me.
Yes!
Right, we've only got one other thing. Tell me, when I was discovered in the wardrobe before, was this piece of paper stuck over the doors? Oh, yes it was. I remember clearly. I thought so. Kazuma always put it in place whenever I went to sleep in there, just in case the cabin steward or another crew member decided to look inside. So naturally he did the same last night as well. Yes, of course! The gentleman who discovered you peeled that sign from the wardrobe doors before he opened them. But if I were truly the culprit, I couldn't have climbed back inside the wardrobe and stuck this on the outside of the doors on my own. Yes, that's quite true. In other words, it's impossible that I killed Kazuma. Okay. And that's all the evidence we have, baby. Well, even if you are sprawled hopelessly on the floor, I can see why Kazuma-sama thought so highly of you. Thanks. Now, do you think perhaps you could help me up? Why is she so shocked? Hey, we did it. Well, in the light of that evidence, I don't see any reason why I should stop you from investigating in here at least. Thanks. So you finally believe me? I'm sorry. No. What? I'm not sure yet. I can't rule out the possibility that you used some sort of conjuring trick to put the sign back in position. Damn. Yeah, I was just about to say, are we some sort of weird magician or whatever? What does she think I am, a magician? For now, I suggest you investigate as thoroughly as possible in here. I'll do the same. Alright, let's get to work. Please don't misunderstand me. I still have my doubts. Oh. I shall be watching you to make sure you do nothing that might disturb the crime scene. I wouldn't want you using your conjuring tricks to destroy evidence, for example. Right. Pick up the sword immediately and chop with all your might. Well, anyway, I should make a start on investigating in here. Examine everything I can. Kazuma, I swear I will avenge your death with this sword. Hey, so this is looking well more like traditional Phoenix Wright games now. So usually in between the courtrooms, you have a mystery. So just like this one, Kazuma's dead. We seem to be getting framed for everything though. I wonder if that's going to be the gimmick through the whole game. And yeah, normally you have to move between scenes of the crime or the local neighbourhood. So I guess at some point we'll get access to the rest of... We're on a ship, right? You can talk to people and then examine. So let's... Ooh, what's that? Bit too excited there. Let's talk to her a bit more. There, okay, we've done everything we can do. Let's examine. What? When did he get here? The sword, pick it up. Chop them both. That's Kazuma-sama's precious sword. He never went anywhere without it. Yeah, he was always saying that a Japanese man's katana is his soul. Oh yeah, his sword. I believe he had to work very hard to convince the government to allow him to bring it on this trip. Yeah, what's that all about? I'm a lawyer, but I need my sword. Please. I suppose that just shows just how important it was to him. And now he's gone, but I'm not ready to let his spirit go just yet. Okay, I see that ink on the floor. Oh dear, that won't do. Oh, what's the matter? Whenever I'm examining things, I always find myself so focused, I forget to look around properly. Is this some weird tutorial gimmick? Ah, yeah, that's not good. I don't suppose you're as foolish as me in that regard, are you? What? It is a weird tutorial. I'm sure you're careful to look all around. Oh, yo. Did not know that. Yeah. Yes! I suppose my field of vision has been rather small until now. Okay. Ah, cool. Well, I suppose that's only possible when we see those arrows, but you never know. Ah, and it shows a little tick. That's a new quality of life gimmick from the past games. Often you'd see like a table full of stuff and you go to click something, but it would be part of a different gimmick. So that's quite nice that flashes up. What is that? It looks like some sort of leg? That's my dinner from last night, a roast chicken. It was really tasty. Yes, it was very delicious, wasn't it? What? How does she know what my dinner tastes like? But did you eat it on the floor here? I'm not a dog. I ate at the table, of course. Which begs the question of when and how the plate ended up on the floor. Okay, so potentially an actual important clue. But Kazuma didn't like chicken at all, did he? No, that's right, so he didn't touch it, which meant all the more for me. Hell yeah, a whole roast chicken, give me that. Oh no, does that mean poor Kazuma spent his last night on this earth with an empty belly? I'm sure he had dinner. It's just too horrible. Ugh, now I suddenly have a guilty conscience and an achy stomach. What? Is that because we're full? No! Shit! I didn't see the tick in time. I thought the knife would be a gimmick. Right, mashing A and B, but we've got to be careful not to press A again. Yeah. Nice. What is that? A cup? A bell? What do you think this is? It looks like a broken piece of glassware. Whatever the thing was, it appears to have broken clean in two. But where is the other half? The glass is such a beautiful colour. It looks like a cute little Netsuki fastener from a kimono outfit. I'm not sure that sounds like Kazuma. He wouldn't have secretly carried a cute little trinket like this around with him, would he? No, he carried a giant badass sword, not a bell. And the mark behind it, what is it, I wonder? It has a sort of brick-like hue. Okay. Yeah, you're right, it is the colour of brick, isn't it? Even though I don't see anything of the same colour anywhere else in the cabin. Right, maybe that'll be a clue that comes up in a different part of the ship then. Okay, that's not a gimmick. They are gimmicks. Did the table flash? Investigated thoroughly, but I can't find anything out of place. Yeah, I saw something flash. There's nothing on this table at all. The plate and cutlery are all over the floor for some reason. We know that already. Yeah, it's strange. Last night when I went to sleep, I'm sure everything was on... Oops. Skipped slightly too quickly there. I saw the word still, but I'm not sure how that makes sense when there was only one or two other words missing. Ah well. No, wait a minute. What is it? That's funny. I can't seem to remember anything about what happened after dinner at all. It's because you lived in a wardrobe for like 2 months, mate. So then perhaps you are responsible for what happened to Kazuma. No! Okay, conversation ends there. Cheeky. What does that say? Leave. Seigi, the Japanese word for justice. Awesome. The brushstrokes are straight and true, just like Kazuma. Yes, his calligraphy always was a reflection of his heart. Yet can you really look at those characters without feeling shame, knowing who drew them so thoughtfully? Of course I can. I mean, I'm innocent. So why shouldn't I be able to? Even though you stowed away on this ship? That doesn't make us guilty of murder. Now you're going to bring that up, are you? I can't win. Yeah, let's leave that full. Give me the luck. When I went for help and the crewman forced the door open, this bolt had been firmly closed. It's quite a small bolt, so not particularly sturdy, and it just slides across to secure the door shut. But still, with the door bolted, there would be no way to get in or out of the cabin, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm wondering why the door was locked. Maybe that was some sort of weird trick. You know, like there's certain locks on the other side, and you can put like your key or a coin in to turn the lock and open a door. Maybe it's some gimmick like that, but from the outside. It's no wonder everyone suspects me. Which is perfect after that side little tip. When she glares at me like that, I feel tense all up and down my spine. I remember reading once in a detective novel, the culprit used a needle and thread to draw a bolt across from outside the room in a situation like this. Yeah, just like I was saying, maybe there is some slight way to leave through that door and then sort of weirdly lock it behind you. Yes, that's a clever trick, isn't it? I'm an avid reader of detective stories myself. But the door of this cabin and its frame are made of metal and they seal together perfectly. Ah, well, that's that idea immediately shot down. There would be no possibility of using that needle and thread trick here, I'm afraid. Damn serious look. With a tiny book, when she glares at me like that, I feel pins and needles all up and down my spine. What's such a jolly tune when you're investigating murder? Ba-da-da-da-doo. These are the rules of passage for travel aboard the SS Booyah. It's essentially a list of requests from the captain to all passengers on board. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Oh damn. Pets are also strictly forbidden. He had a big ass sword. Did the captain kill him because he broke the rule? What? Why are you staring at me? Oh, sorry, I was just thinking. Are you more of a dangerous object or a pet? Hey, I suppose we'd be more of a pet because he has a sword. I can't decide. Well, one thing's for sure, either way, I wasn't supposed to be in here. Ba-da-dun-dun-dun-dee, hunting for murder. The books have fallen over on the shelf. Look, they've all toppled the same way. Yeah, but that might happen often from general... I suppose you don't get turbulence on the ship, but you know what I mean. And what's this? A statue of some god of the sea? Although he's fallen over as well. Yeah, it's almost as if the whole shelf has been ransacked and everything mown down at once. Alright. Someone just chopping the shit out of the books. I wonder if... Perhaps it was Kazuma doing his morning sword training, do you think? No, the books will be all chopped up. I seriously doubt it. Then perhaps... Let me guess, yeah, we did it. It was you in a fit of rage. I wouldn't have bothered leaving the wardrobe just to mess up a few books and a statue. Could the way these things have been thrown about have anything to do with the case, I wonder? Oh, okay. I was going to say that orange book is a bit differently, but that purple top left one is as well. Well, I'll just set everything straight again. I don't like to see a mess. Man, tough doing the girls' voice. Okay, she tidied up and nothing new has happened. Okay. Check the chest. That's a very large travelling case, isn't it? Yeah, it carries a lot of memories for me. Memories? What do you mean? Well, that's actually how I stowed away on this vessel. I was brought on board inside that case. Damn. Ah yes, I see it says "this way up" in Japanese. Which in hindsight I should have realised a foreign crewman wouldn't be able to read. I was turned over and over and over, and then I was tossed on the floor in here. Oh dear, being a stowaway isn't as romantic as it sounds. Well, it was less painful than a Susato takedown. Now, I'm just wondering, there's probably stuff that's going to progress the plot like this, and maybe talking to this guy, so let's look around a bit more first. Aha! What's that? I think that's some kind of opening for a ventilator. A hole through which fresh air can circulate into the cabin. Isn't that a little odd? What do you mean? Well, this ventilator, if that's what it is, looks like it must connect to the next door cabin. Yes, it would appear to, you're right. But if its purpose is to allow fresh air into the room, surely it should be connected to the outside. Ah, clever lad. That's true. Perhaps it's so that rain and spray don't find their way in when seas are rough, or something like that? I suppose. Maybe that's it. Okay. No, give it a little tug, see if it comes off or anything. That's a shame. Save that for the courtroom, damn it. This is... yes, it's a bell cord contraption, I think. What do you mean, contraption? I read about it in a book I was studying that talked about life in Great Britain. Large households often have bell cords like this, which you can pull to ring a bell to summon servants. Of course, everyone has a butler in the UK. What an amazing country to live in. Really? That sounds almost magical. Oops, wrong button. Should we give it a little try? Yes, in the interests of cultural research, obviously. Ding diddling ding ding. Nothing. I suppose nobody comes for lowly Japanese people. No, I'm sure it's just that everyone is busy, that's all. Yeah, maybe it's more of an evening thing, but you can sleep at any time, right? Right, load of stuff there by the looks of it. The bed looks not slept in. It's some 2 weeks since we set sail from Japan. Have you really been living in that wardrobe the entire time? I think living isn't quite the right description. Oh no, I suppose not. Although it must have been rather exciting, making this voyage in your own secret hideout. The trouble was, I never knew when a member of the crew might come in, so yeah, I did basically have to live in the wardrobe. You damn Harry Potter asshole! And last night was no exception. But because of that, you had no idea what was happening out here in the cabin? No, sadly not. Okay, leave it there, I guess. What's on the desk? This is where dear Kazuma would have sat whenever he was writing. Hey, what was he working on? London Diary. Poor Kazuma, he didn't even make it to his destination. It looks as though the last entry is incomplete. Which means what? He was in the middle of writing it when the incident happened? Potentially. Yeah, and there is ink on the floor. Let's see what it says. It could be a valuable clue. Hiya! What? Oh, touching evidence. Cool. Good save. That's out of the question. What? Kazuma may have departed this world, but you must not read his private thoughts. What? Don't be respectful of the diary. He's dead. But what if it's something important, something relevant to the case? All right. I won't read it. Poor Kazuma-sama. Damn, it must be because I spent all day at work talking to people as part of the job. It's not a sore throat or anything, but yeah, maybe it's from trying to do a girl's voice after talking in a normal voice all day. I don't know. I don't like prying into people's personal matters either, but in this case, isn't the need for clues more important? Right, we'll just leave that then. Chair's not important. Give me the ink. What? The ink doesn't matter? Weird. Did Kazuma write that before he died? It looks like it's written in ink. Oh. Yeah, maybe it's connected to the writing then. He would have been able to just reach that from where the corpse outline is, I guess. He must have knocked the ink pot from the desk when he collapsed on the floor. Rappy Bob! Then I suppose he wrote this message by dipping his finger into the spillage. Poor Kazuma, no doubt he was in terrible pain. It's almost unbearable to imagine it. Yeah, for some reason it strikes me as Russian, but could easily be made up, right? I suppose he was trying to leave some kind of a clue in his final moments, was he? I'm sorry, partner, but I can't read your writing. I don't think that's Japanese. What? Then what language is it? It pains me to admit it, but I don't know. It's not a foreign script I'm familiar with. What does it mean, I wonder? Oh, yo. When did that get there? Who's that? He wasn't there a minute ago. As far as I can tell, it looks like he might be European. Oh, how did he... We finally progressed the plot. Okay. You've noticed the man too, have you? I've no idea who he is or how he got in here, but he looks suspicious and tall. Suspiciously tall. Don't tell me. Do you really not know who that is? Well, no. I don't have any foreign friends or acquaintances at all. He doesn't look like a member of the crew. There's something very unusual about him. And is he investigating Kazuma's desk? Or is he just playing on it? I can't tell. Well, in that case, we simply must talk with him. Hey, maybe he got to read the diary while her back was turned. Am I just imagining it? Or does she look almost uncontrollably excited? By the way, I expect that you've noticed already, but just in case... blah blah blah, crosshairs converse. Yeah. Alright then, I'll get that suspiciously tall gentleman in my sights and see what he has to say for himself. Oh, please do. Right, before that, let's talk to the other chap, because I think we have officially looked at everything. Perhaps I should see what this Russian crewman makes of the scene of the crime. Okay, yeah. Russian confirmed. Excuse me. What? I was wondering how it's going. The investigation, I mean. Grandmother told me Japanese people do not make jokes, but it's not true, I see. Sorry? The criminal asking investigator for information about this crime. Very funny. Oh, it wasn't supposed to be a joke. He doesn't appear to be laughing either. He's convinced you're guilty. Hey, so were you a minute ago. He might have useful information though. I have to keep trying. So, last night, did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all? Yet, of course not. Now, back to corner of room and make silent. I say no more to you. Did I hit a nerve? Just for a minute there. He seemed a little flustered. Okay, he's got a big old tick. Now, if we check the court records, we still have nothing, so let's get chatting. Wait, what was that horn just above his ass? Excuse me? Yeah, that might be important. Excuse me, do you have a moment? Shh! This is a critical point in my investigation! Okay. Maybe I should leave him alone. He seems a little unfriendly. Yes, perhaps that would be for the best. Alright, give me the horn, quick. Oh, yo. Greetings! I hope I haven't kept you all long. What exactly were you doing on Kazuma's desk just now? Tune change. Okay. Ah, I see. Fascinating. Sorry? What do you see? It feels like he's looking right through me. Oh yes, everything is clear now. The train of reasoning has run its course. My deductions have crystallized. You have been in Afghanistan, I perceive. Just recently returned, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry? What? And now, while venturing toward foreign climes, you find yourself in a most troubling predicament. Ah, that's true at least. Yeah, it's only true because he went a lot vaguer on it, though. But how? Hey, a pipe? Don't smoke near a crime scene. How the deuce did I know that, perhaps? It was really a most elementary deduction. Hardly worth explaining. Have you perhaps managed to deduce anything else? But of course, a great many things. There is no mystery, my dear madam. For example, you have fled your native land of Russia, being as you are a merciless revolutionary. You leave 16 victims of assassination in your wake, and now travel to England to blow up the Crystal Tower. And when the beribboned occupant of this very cabin discovered your identity, you ended his life too. Yes, I believe that summarizes the facts beautifully. No need to hide the truth now. Nothing deceives these eyes. You got everything wrong apart from that one vague one. Just to be clear, the Crystal Tower does not exist. You are talking about me, are you? Certainly I am. Why is he posing? Do you see another in this cabin who fits the bill? A Russian assassin with 16 victims to his name? I don't even see one person who fits the bill. So it's true. It was you who did this to Kazuma. Don't believe his nonsense. What? And you're plotting a revolution too. It's shameful behaviour. Absolutely wicked. No, listen, there's no way Oh man. Right. I think we're going to leave it there, guys. Now explain yourself. Tell me everything. Right then, we just got chucked upside down, so we're going to end the episode as we started it. So we'll see what happens next time. As always, if you've missed anything, guys, catch up, because the first chapter, or mission, or episode, whatever, case, investigation, whatever you want to call it, was awesome. And this is interesting so far. I'm sure it will get quite wacky like the other one. So yeah, as always, I hope you're well. Thanks for watching, and see you again next time.